Thanks for tuning in to another segment of Incarceration to Incorporation. I'm AB, I'm the founder and the CEO, where we bring on individuals, man, to talk about their transition back into society, whether it's through entrepreneurship or whether it's through just doing something positive in the community. Um, like usual, I got my co-host with me today, Julius Hall, which is the founder and the CEO of All Things Relevant Media and All Things Relevant Consultant. And this is a black media, so this is a black media network. So that's something powerful that we're doing, something powerful that the brother over there doing. This is a worldwide um, platform. So make sure each and every Friday y'all tune in from 6 to 7 for this Incarceration to Incorporation segment, as well as tune in each and every day. We have something for everybody. We have different segments going on every Monday, every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and Sunday. Am I right, Julius Hall?
7 days a week. We got something 7 days a week. We are here to give you the information like you supposed to have it. We got a saying, we want to give you news you can use, not news to confuse. And it's not only news, we got a whole lot of things coming on this site. Right now, especially with this show, we want to be able to give you a mixture of everything. We want to be able to tell you give you information on reentry, as this show does. We want to be able to give you entertainment, which we're coming, sports, which is coming, Black history, which is coming. We got a whole lot of things that is coming down the pipeline. Right now, we have 15 shows on the platform, and we have about 5 more coming in between this month and next month. And so we have 20, hopefully we have 30 before July 4th. 30 shows is a whole lot to be on one platform. That means that you can get your news right here. You can get it from us. And this is nationwide. Well, this is worldwide. Everybody knows that Facebook and YouTube, you can catch us on YouTube at ATR Black Media Network on YouTube. We haven't really pushed the YouTube channel. It's only getting, we got everything lined up there. We haven't pushed it like we have on Facebook. We got 30,000 people watching us a month on Facebook, 30,000 a month. So we'll start on the YouTube part of it, building that platform after a while. But you can always go there and look at the shows. You can go there right now and look if you want to. It's a much clearer site than Facebook, but a lot of people don't like going through the logistics of getting to it on YouTube. But it's easy to get to. I'm gonna see where I can where it's at, where I can put it. I know I had it up. Yeah, there it is. But we're on YouTube. Ain't nothing. That's scam. People call me all day long. But we're here as a service to just get it done for however we can get it done. We got some religious shows coming down next week. AB and I want to have the pastors back on. We had them on a couple of months ago. It was a great show. Next week we think we'll have the pastors back on to give their perspective and to give encouragement to those people that's coming out and re-entering into society. Because our saying here on this platform is, once paid, a debt is no longer a debt.
No longer a debt. You're right.
You're right. And we want people to understand that. We want people to see that, and to understand that they can move on. They can do better things. Because if you can sell drugs on the corner and you can count that money, then you can run a business. So we want you to get in the mindset of running your own legal business and not having to go back in there. We want you to get in the mindset of making sure that we can save some of these kids out on the street. And that's what it's all about. Tonight, we were supposed to have 2 guests, but both of them are having some technical difficulties with their equipment, I assume. So they can't get on. Because we just trying to require that you not be all funny and looking sideways and everything when you get on the platform. So they'll be on in a couple of weeks. So we'll give them a couple of weeks to get their equipment issues rectified, and then we'll have some other people on. And what we want to bring you is just bring you people who have been through the system, understand it, and can tell you how to stay out of it. You know.
Right. That was the reason why I wanted to start this Incarceration to Incorporation, because from where we came from that incarceration pathway, man. And when we came home, we decided we wanted to do things that would help others either stay out of the prison pathway, stay out of the prison life, stay out of the bad life, and just do positive things and just be productive in your community. So that was one of the reasons why I wanted to start Incarceration to Incorporation. I wanted to, for the most part, give back, and to the ones that want to help, to the ones that came out wanting to be entrepreneurs, try to get them the resources that they need to start their own business and to be able to come out here in the communities and do good things, do positive things, and hopefully start their business up where they can do the hiring, and instead of trying to bust their ass to go out here and try to find a job. I know a lot of brothers that I met when I was incarcerated, that when they came home, due to the fact that their records they had gun charges, and they was basically robbing and dealing in that gun place. So that record is catching up with them, and they can't get a job. So what they did is they went out and started a business. And I know 3 or 4 of them that got 2 or 3 businesses right now, and me myself, I came home, I didn't start a business right away. A couple of jobs that I didn't want to take. I had to take a couple of jobs and make the money from that. And then, luckily, well, I ain't gonna say luckily, but it was God's will that, I came upon a landscaping job. So I took that landscaping job, and I'm still doing the landscaping job. I have a clothing store, started a clothing line. That's doing real good. I got the landscaping doing real good. I got this podcast that I'm doing. So yeah, it ain't over once you go through the incarceration process. You come home and you have a mindset. You have to follow that mindset where you're not gonna go down that same road, that same path again. You know what I mean? So like I said, I met a lot of brothers and they came home and started businesses, and that's what this thing here is all about, Incarceration to Incorporation, where you go through the incarceration passageway or whatever, and then you come home and now you a business. So you went from being incarcerated to now you started an incorporation. Now you have a corporate business, where you're able to get business loans, you're able to get your credit right. You know what I mean? So those are things, man, that we trying to show the brothers, we trying to show the sisters that goes through that process, that prison process. It's not over when you go through the incarceration process. It's actually the beginning. It's the beginning of a new life. It's the beginning of a new career for you. You know what I mean? You just got to take the initiative to come home with a new mindset, and that's what you're going to do. That right there is going to keep you out of prison, bro.
That is absolutely correct. And the thing is, because they got so many obstacles in our way these days, AB, they got so many obstacles, and we got to get by those obstacles. Just like in Georgia, they got some new voting obstacles, and recently they passed two well, they passed a bunch of them, but in the House and the Senate here in Georgia, they passed some voter suppression laws. I'm gonna be talking about it tomorrow on my show, The Watchdogs, at 12 noon tomorrow, and that's just one of the top topics I'll be touching on early on in the show. But it affects us when a newly released inmate. It affects a person that just getting out, wanting to do what they need to do to make things work in their communities, and then they can't even vote. So and then they go get a job, and it's like the lady says, taxation without representation. Yeah, Yeah, and Dr. Julia Hare, she was famous for coining that phrase, I guess. And you know, it makes a person feel like I can't even vote, I can't change nothing. But you know, you can get out in that community and do what you can do to get the people to start registering to vote, so that they can know that we can change things if we have enough people to vote to change it. In the southern states, we're terrible with participation, voter participation, and we got to get out. We have to make phone calls. We have to carry family members to the polls. These laws are very suppressive. I mean, they got some. I mean, I had a list of them. They got one, limit Sunday voting. We used to have it where for about a month you can vote every Sunday. Then they took it to 2 Sundays. Now the new law that they just passed this week, one Sunday. One Sunday. You know, the NAACP used to carry you to the souls to the polls all over the nation on voting day. Now it's just one Sunday. They got it restricts the use of drop boxes by requiring them to be located inside the early voting locations. Now, after a while, they're gonna do like Mississippi.
Hold that thought, Julius. I got a quick question. In doing those restrictions, isn't that restrictions on both parties, Republican and the Democratic side? Like, what difference does it matter? Why are you doing the restrictions if it's going to restrict from both sides? So it ain't like,
well, it doesn't. They only gonna do. See, we do things differently. We do a lot of absentee voting more than they do. So they want to make sure that we don't. They want us to. Older people can't go, and they vote. The difference is they vote and we don't. And they do a lot of they do these restrictions to make sure that they can cut our numbers down. Because if you can cut the numbers down 5-10%, you win a race. You cut our numbers down 5-10%.
It's cutting the numbers down on both ends, on both
No,
parties.
it's not. No, it's only cutting it on one end. Why would they create it if it's cutting on both ends? They created it. These are Republican legislators, legislative bodies that are doing this. They're doing it for a reason. These people are playing chess while we're playing checkers all the time. They're playing chess. And, you know, they want absentee ballots. We got a lot of old people that can't make it. They don't want us to do it. They know that they're going to the polls. They're going to go stand in line. They made all these rules so it can even the playing field, because for so many years we had to count and tell how many marbles was in the bottle.
True.
You know, so they tried to level the playing field by giving us things that we could use to up our voting percentage. And now they're trying to do something to bring that voting percentage back down. So it's a lot of stuff that they're doing that you know, they're requiring you to have 2 forms of ID. Before all you needed was your driver's license. Now you need an ID in some other form if you want an absentee ballot. They set a deadline for absentee ballots 11 days before the election. You know, that's crazy. Used to, as long as it got in the day of election. Now I say 11 days before election. They're doing things to hamper us, not nobody else.
Yeah. I know in North Carolina they was marking that unethical and discriminatory and all of that, but for some reason it's still getting passed here in North Carolina to be able to restrict those voting rights. You know what I mean? So it's something very serious is going on, and it's not just the vote, man. People, I think we need to get out more in the streets and address what's going on in the streets, man. And then that's how the fight begin.
Well,
we got to go.
And you see it, AB, not to cut you off, but you see it because, see, now this is in Georgia only. So what you see is they see that we tried to turn the state blue, and we did for a day. We turned the state blue until the next election. They know that the state is red. They know that we will not be out to do what we need to do in the next term. That's why they put all these restrictions in. This will give them a certain a leverage advantage on us. And then they understand that in the next election is not a presidential election, it's the governor's election. And it's a U.S. House election. So they know that it's going to hurt us. And they're counting on us not to pay attention and not to keep the passion. That's what they're counting. They know that we will fizzle out. And so it's incumbent upon us, especially us on the ground that's trying to do these things, it's incumbent upon us to make sure that we keep the people aware, that we keep the people engaged and involved.
Right, exactly. We have to keep them aware because a lot of the older ones don't know. And of course, a lot of the younger ones don't know, and a lot of the younger ones don't care. So we have to keep them aware. I'm gonna read something that they got going on in North Carolina that been going on for 5-6 years now. It said the law remains blocked because they tried to suppress it years ago or whatever, but it said the law remains blocked while the separate state case is pending. The federal litigation will also continue. The federal lawsuit brought on by the North Carolina State Conference of the NAACP is the latest North Carolina election measure scrutinized in court. The law was passed after the Fourth Circuit struck down a separate set of voting rules that the court said in 2016 deliberately undercut the political power of Black voters and would target African Americans with almost surgical precision. Did you hear all that?
Yeah. And that's what they do. They do that on purpose, man. It's a plan. They've been plotting on us for years, man.
Right,
They've
exactly.
been plotting on us for years. The AB, that what they're doing there and what they're doing here is just crazy. They just passed some new voter laws in the U.S. House the other day. It won't pass in the Senate because the Senate is just crazy. It won't pass. Now listen to this here, AB. If you think it's a joke, and this ain't nothing to be played with. They're restricting you from bringing people on the bus unless it's an emergency. The bus, it restricts early buses to emergencies. How do you restrict an early voting bus to emergencies? I don't even understand that one. Here's a kicker that you know that they messing with us. The real kicker prevents free food and drinks for voters while standing in line. We encourage people by giving them water because they might stand in a long line for 3 or 4 hours. The vote. We was taking seats out there for the elderly and letting them sit down. We was taking little snacks and giving them bags of chips and everything in case somebody diabetic or something. They don't want us to do that.
That's a deliberate smack in our face to tell us exactly what they care about us.
It is. It's terrible. And until we can really just say that we're that, you know, we don't usually feel it, AB, until the foot is on our neck. When the foot, you know, and we be warning them, but somehow I don't feel like voting, or I don't feel like doing this. I don't feel like going to stand in the rain and the vote. My vote won't count. Your vote does count. They have had races won by one vote. One vote. You know, so your vote does count. You'll never know when it is, when it really matters. Because
I'm one of the ones that used to feel that way, that my vote didn't count. Not meaning that it don't count as if it's on the poll, if it's there in the ballot, that it don't be counted. My whole thing was that it don't mean nothing to, if they know who's gonna win those elections. So You know what I mean? My little vote not gonna matter to whoever win the election. That's been my way of thinking, man, for years, man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And but I changed that on this election, man, and from here on out, God willing, man, I'm voting from here on out. So
Yeah, and nobody care about who you vote for. Is that you are voting and that you have studied who the people are in the races so that you can make a wise decision. And that's what it's all about, making a wise decision so you can
yeah,
put
but
people in office.
when you make those wide decisions, it got to be based off of your research and your participation in your community, knowing what's in store for you once you vote for these political parties or whatever, who is in line for the election. Once you find out who's in line for election or whatever, whether it's through the local or whether it's through um the bigger picture as far as the presidency and all of that, the governor and all of that. Once you find that out, you have to do your research
I got
and
it.
then know who
Yeah.
who who is for you. It's
Right,
all about, they working for to be a president or to be a judge or an attorney or sit on the city council, whatever. It got to be their agenda got to be for the people and
right,
mainly for the people who are in need. You
right,
know what I mean? So
right,
that's my whole thing. That's the reason why I didn't vote for a lot of years, because I didn't see their agenda being anything that has to do with doing something for the people, for our kind, or for the people who actually need something done. You know what I
right.
mean? So
The
yeah.
good brother done came on.
Hey, we got
Greg,
Greg like minded Boseman on, man. Hey man, hey, you better late than never, man. That's all I
Man,
can
I
say.
apologize, man. I deeply apologize.
No
no
problem, no
problem. We
problem.
told him you was having technical issues.
Yeah. That was crazy. That was the craziest experience there, boy.
Hey, no problem, no problem. Look, we're gonna bring you on, we're gonna introduce you, but we right now we talking about the voter suppression, man, that's going on. And I know you got a lot to talk about, so we're gonna bring it on. We just was filling in, talking about a lot of issues that has to do with this voter suppression rights and the laws that's going on now, not just in North Carolina and Georgia, but it's going on all over the world, all over the country. You know what I
That's
mean?
right.
So,
Hmm.
but I'm gonna let Julius Hall. He like to do a lot of talking. I like he has a professional voice and a professional. So I'm gonna let him introduce you,
Well,
Greg.
you already did. All we got to do is go ahead on, Mr. Boseman. You like-minded. We want you to tell the world who you are. Tell us who Greg like-minded Boseman is, and we gonna run from there.
All right, what's up? What's up? What's up? My name is Greg, like-minded Boseman, and I'm an activist in the community, man. I got a ministry called Church Over Streets. I'm a youth minister, man. I did 14 years. In 14 years, like I said, I was born on, basically raised in the streets, man. And I'm just here now, man, to, you know, to make a difference, man. To give people, I'm saying, give felons a second chance, man, because that's my main goal. You know what I'm saying? More than just a felon. I'm just very passionate about, I'm saying, uh, giving people second chance, because I'm still being judged for what I did almost since I was 18. I'm 47 now, and I'm still being crucified for that, man. So I want to see others, especially the youth and other people that's dead time, man, just get a second chance and lead the youth to a better direction, man, instead of them saying the road that I took. Because I know right now, man, mass incarceration is not no joke, and our youth are losing the battle, man, with the streets, gangs, and prisons and the graveyards. So that's what I'm about. That's who I am. I'm just passionate about that.
All right, that's one of the things that we was talking about before you came on. We was talking about how people be incarcerated and they come home and they get so comfortable with the streets, and they go back into the streets doing the
That's right.
same thing. And some of them being the reason they do that because they can't get a job or they can't, can't get the support that they need from the families and the friends to help them along the way. So then it gets back into
Same
that
old.
same old situation where, you know what I mean? And then they end up back in jail and it be a repeat cycle. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
what we was talking about earlier is that when you come home, you apply yourself and you get with some good people, get with the right people, and being that you the type of person like you came home and being that the type of record that you have, you couldn't get a job, you couldn't get the employment, no type of employment that actually benefits you. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that was one of the reasons why you started doing the things that you do with the ministry, and you got the like-minded clothing line and a lot of other things that you're doing with the mentorship and all of that. So we was talking about it earlier, man. That's the whole key. The whole key is to when you come home, man, have a mindset that you're not going that same route again and think of a different game plan. You
That's
know what I
right.
mean? So,
You
so I
got to,
commend
man,
you,
because
brother. Yeah, so I commend you, brother, on some of the things that you're doing, and I know you got a lot of stuff that's in the making. We're not gonna talk about that right now, but
most definitely.
we're gonna keep that on the low. But yeah, I commend you, brother, and the things that you're doing in the community. So
Where can we get you? Where can we get
good.
your find out about your clothing line? That's what I wanted to know. I see the like-minded hat up there. You like AB? I got several AB hats over here, blue and white. Um, so you got a like-minded brand, right?
Yes, I have a like-minded brand because I make T-shirts, man. I had a graphic company, graphic business, and like you said, we started something new. I use like-minded right now to, that's where everybody know me as like-minded, So I want to reason I came up with like-minded because I want to surround myself like y'all brothers doing with like-minded people, because that's the only way it's gonna happen, man. That's the only way we're going to be able to make a change is as a unity, man, as coming together as one force. So that's why I
Right.
came up with like-minded, you know what I'm saying? So you can get like-minded, man, from I got a website called thegallerynorthcarolina.com, and you can go right there and place your orders on there.
Let's go.
Okay, Mike Kelly said, "Did you say you have a book? Where can I order a copy?"
Okay, yeah, I'm about to restock on my book. It's called More Than Just a Felon. I will be restocking on them because I sold out. I had 250, and they just went like that. So I'm gonna restock on them. I should be restocking on them sometime this month. Hopefully, it be in. So yes, it will be back, and I'm working on my other book, man. That man AB when we was talking about, and it's going to be called Weight of a Felon.
Okay.
Right.
The thing is, when you get the other books in order, make sure you call AB and come back on the show so we can put you back on so you can tell it. Just like, I got my partner here. I want everybody to understand this book here, I Will Not Be
Will not be
Denied. It's by
denied.
uh, 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 Charles
Charles Silk
Dunn,
Dunn. That's what
Charles
this.
Silk Dunn. And y'all
Yeah.
need to get this book. This brother here, it's a powerful book. Ain't but $20 on Amazon. Get this book. I Will Not Be Denied.
Most
$20.
definitely.
Uh, you
I
know,
like that. I
yeah.
will not be
Hey,
denied.
it is so powerful. This brother here, man, listen. That's my boy there. That boy there bad, man. That's a bad brother there.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
we had the brother
Yeah.
on the show last week, man, and he bought. Was it last week or week before last? We
Well, we
had him
had
on
him
the
on
show.
last week before last, but then we took
Before
off
last.
last week and played a rerun of that show
Right.
again last week.
We had
Yeah.
a brother on, very powerful, inspiring brother, man. And I listen, man. When the segment went off, I went and did a replay of it so I can listen to a lot of the things that he was saying, and it's very inspiring. And actually, I'm gonna go and listen to it again. And I didn't get the book yet, but I'm definitely gonna get the book. Uh, Greg, I'm definitely gonna get your book whenever you do a reorder. So let the people know where can they get the book at. And I know you say you're gonna do a reorder. Is your website the like-minded, the gallery and all of that ties in together, or is it's a separate entity?
It's all one now. It's the gallerynorthcarolina.com now. And everything's going to be on that. The book, everything's going to be on there.
Okay.
So
Okay.
they can, once I restock on them, they should be coming in, hopefully. And I'll let everybody know. I expect to let both of y'all know.
Okay, that's cool.
Awesome,
That's cool.
awesome, awesome. That is awesome. So you youth minister also.
Yes,
What
I am.
denomination?
Non-denomination.
Okay, non-denomination. And where you at?
Total Impact Church
No,
Outreach Center.
and where?
This in Wilson.
In Wilson? Okay, okay. You right there with AB and in Wilson. Okay, awesome.
Hey man, listen, man, we got some very inspiring people out here in Wilson, man. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? They motivated out here in Wilson. They out here working, man. We ain't just out here, you know what I mean, trying to tell these young boys to do this and do that. We trying to tell them to do the right thing. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
We ain't instilling nothing bad in their heads. We trying to get them to do the right thing, Joyce. You know?
And that's what that's what it is. Mentoring these kids so that we can save some of them, man. We know we can't save all of them, but
All
we
of
can
them. That's
save
right.
some of them.
At least
We're
get
gonna try
one,
to
man.
save all of them.
That's right.
But if we just get one, we have done
Right.
something. Greg, let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Your like-minded brand. So if somebody wanted to order some of your stuff and see it, they just go on that website and get and order whatever they need to order.
Yes. I'm about to, like, my website is under construction. It's called the Gallery North Carolina NC.com. But right now, you know what I'm saying, me and AB, we kicking off something new. But if people wanted, you know what I'm saying, to get like-minded, they can just go there, and hit me up or something like that.
Well, I tell you why I asked is because I was going to bring this up. I was going to talk to AB this week, and I think that what we need to do, I'm going to get my people here to see whether we could, because I got an e-commerce website and an e-commerce company. And what I'll do is I'm going to see whether I can get your stuff and AB stuff on our site also, so that people can see what you all have when we start really pushing it. It's been down for a minute, but I got some new people that are excited about pushing it and doing the things. We got t-shirts that we have because we've been doing it for about a year and a half, with our own brand, with all kind of stuff. We got 2 energy drinks that we're going to be trying to push. We have a male enhancement honey that we're going to be trying to push. That's all natural honey. So if you're having problems in the bedroom, believe me, it helps. And I'm serious. This is a great item. It's a male enhancement honey, pure honey, and it's awesome. And our main thing that we're going to be pushing is a Black-owned watch company called the Omen Watch. We're going to be pushing that real soon on this line. So you all can become distributors of the Omen Watch and all. We had a brother on that gave us a presentation a couple of months ago. I'm going to have him back on later this month or early next month so he can do his presentation again, give the brothers an opportunity to be their own boss. This is a startup where all you got to do is go get your website, go get you a domain name. He got the website for you.
Right.
He got your domain name, a link right up to his website, and your website is there. So all sales that you make, they come off of that website, goes in, and your percentage comes straight back to your bank account. It's just that easy. And all you got to do is be a salesman. If we can stay on the corner and sell drugs, we can sure enough sell a watch.
That's right.
Especially a nice watch. I don't know why I don't have it on now. I know what my producer over here in the corner, she cussing me out, looking at me crazy. If you give me those watches, give me the whole case. These watches are awesome, man. We need to see whether we can. This is what we need to do when we network. Our networking needs to be done so that we can get all our things done. These are the watches. They are some awesome watches, man. I wouldn't even tell you they wouldn't. These things are great. They got one on here called the Picasso. I love this watch. This watch here is awesome. So it's things like this that we need to do to all our books, everything. I'm writing 3 books. I'm finishing up my first one, hopefully before June 1st. But because everybody keep asking me, where's that? It's coming. It'll be in June. And we need to network. This is what we do, the network, to push each other to be the best that we can be, to do all the best that we can do in our communities. And that's what it's all about. So I'm gonna get with both of y'all about putting y'all items on our platform so that everybody can see it. And we push it together. We push everybody together.
Right. Like you said, Julius, it's about the networking. It's about where it started at with the brothers like ourselves. You know what I mean? Because look at where we came from being incarcerated. A lot of people want to know, a lot of people want to listen to our story. A lot of people want to know where we came from being incarcerated to where we at now. And some of the things that we had to accomplish, that we had to endure, some of the things that, we had the struggles, the obstacles that we had to take, that made us strong. Look at us, man.
That's
right.
right.
People want to know these stories because a lot of the people didn't think that we'll make it up out of there. Mm-hmm. A lot of people didn't think that we'll make it to where we at now once we came up out of there. You know what I mean? So it's we have to get the brothers like ourselves on. We got to get more brothers to come on and talk about what it is that they out here doing now, that they, being incarcerated and they home now, transitioning back into society. We have to get a lot of the brothers and sisters on to this platform to tell the story, and we got to invite people. Right? Once this segment is over, just make sure you tell as many people as you know to tune in to this segment and to tune in to all the other segments that this platform is providing. That way, everybody connect, the whole networking system, the whole platform is being looked at, is being followed, and then it make way for people like us to come up here and tell our story and give it to the youth, give it to those who want to listen to it, and those who want to take it for what it is and do things better, man. It's a mindset. Once we change the mindset, we change the community, we change the world. That's my take on it.
That's facts. That's very true. That's very true.
Tell the people, Greg, man, give us a motivational message, man, that you yourself can give the people that's viewing, the people that's tuned in, the people that can listen or look at this platform or this segment later on. Give some motivational message to not just the men, give it to whoever that want to listen, whoever that want to change.
Whoever wants to change, that's a deep one. Be patient, be consistent, and be open-minded. Because when you be all into one platform, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna get stuck. You got to be open-minded towards everything, man, because even though, you know what I'm saying, this person look like me or this person look like this and that, man, that's where you want to go at. You know what I'm saying? Right. Just like me, I had a problem, you know what I'm saying, people closing the door in my face, people slamming the door in my face. But if I would have gave up, I would have been right back to where I was. But I kept knocking on them. But at the end of the day, man, I had to create my own. So you never know where you're going to go, man. And I'm going to say this, man, everything is open to you. You know what I'm saying? But you can't do it alone. That's one thing I tried to do, and it don't work like that. You got to find brothers like Julius. You got to find brothers like AB. You got to find the like-minded brothers, man, that's been through the battles, that's been through the wars, man, that's ready to make a change, ready to be a voice, ready to be an example in these streets, and not scared to be that in these streets. Because a lot of us scared, man. We talk the talk, but we scared to hit them streets, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's my problem. I love to see action. I'm not a talker. I love to go out and make it and be that example, because these kids and people that's just coming out of the system, they want to see you in action. They want to see the action, man. And that's what I'm doing now, man. I'm out there every day, 10 toes, man, spreading the word, talking to the brothers, uplifting the brothers, talking to the youth, man. And that's what I'm about. I talk what I walk. I walk what I talk. Put it like that.
Right,
And
right,
that's
right.
awesome. That's
Hey,
awesome because
Julius, hold on for you. I know you might have a question or whatever. We're gonna back up a little bit because Greg got a powerful message. We had a question somebody asked about those watches, man. So we got to get those watches. The question was, are they just men watches, or do the
oh
older
no, I'm gonna answer both of them. The ladies watch. I mean, to Mike Kelly first. He said, "Where can I get a watch?" You can get the watch by just contacting me, or right now, I had to take down the site, the link that I had to get the watch. I had to take that one down. She's over there working on that today on creating the new link because the link takes you to the site and you can order the watch through my company. And then I get credit for you all in the watch. So we'll have that up on the next show. We're gonna have all that up for you on where you can get the watch from with the whole line of watches, jewelry, shades, everything. They come in. Give me a pair of those shades over there too. That first one right there. You got some great shades. You got this wood one that goes with this Picasso, and it is an awesome watch. Not only that, I think Natalie asked. She said, "Do you only sell men's watches?" No, we got women's watches and everything. These are some great shades. These are statement shades. I love these shades. You go out in the dark in these shades. I mean, in the sunlight, and they just make everything
Hater block.
normal to you. You know, they got a wood frame. You know, and it goes with the watch. So we are getting it done here. We just got to make sure that people see this, that they can get it, and it goes with this watch, you know. And so it's the Picasso, but this thing is awesome. It's awesome. But I'll have all that information. She'll have that all linked up before the week is out, and we'll be able to tell you what website to go to now, because I used to have it on the stroller for months. Remember, AB, where you could get the watch from. But that link is no longer any good. So but it takes you straight to the website. So we'll get that for you.
Yeah, and the brother that came on did a powerful presentation on those watches, man. Powerful presentation.
Yeah, we're gonna have him back on.
That's good. That's good.
We're gonna have him back. I talked to him this week. Matter of fact, she's gonna call him after a while so she can link, the new domain. We had to get a new domain and link that up and get it done. But we got women's watches also. So if you got that anniversary coming up, you got that birthday coming up, you got your you just missed Valentine's. But every day is Valentine's, should be. So you ought to be able to
That's right.
order that watch and get that watch for your special sweetheart, man or woman. We got both lines of watches, and they got some new ones coming out also.
That's good.
But and one thing, AB and Greg, they want. We are doing things, and the reason this show is called Incarceration and Incorporation, because we're taking it to a new level. I got, with what we have here with ATR, All Things Relevant Media, we have a platform where we're delivering the news that you can use, not the news that confuse. And it's we get news from the white media is already watered down. It's already formed the narrative that they want to give to
Propaganda.
us. We're giving you the news. You decide. And so they can't, the first thing that they would do is come after me. But they can't, because I'm a voice. I talk a lot of shit. And they all mad, white and black. But they can't say nothing negative about me with the prison sentence. You know why? I took the sting out of it. Out of that sting. I took the hurt out of that. They can't kill me with that sting, that bee sting no more. You know,
Mm-hmm.
we got incarceration to incorporation. I'm already talking about me.
Right.
So they can't talk about me. So they can't even say whatever bad they say about me doing prison time. They're going to have to come right back and say the good things I'm doing. So they
That's
don't
right.
want to tell nobody about that. They're
That's
going to have to
right.
come back and say the great things that you're doing with beating the streets every day. They're going to say, they have to come back and say the great things AB doing with the 3 or 4 businesses that he got. They can't talk about us in a negative connotation no more.
That's
They
right.
can't form the narrative on us. We're writing our own story. And through
Right.
this platform, we're going to write a nicer story, a bigger story, so that everybody can have that motivation from us to do some good things in the community. And that's what it's all about.
That's
That's
what it's
right.
all about. That's
That's
what it's
that's
all
hey,
about.
we need that too. We need that platform. We need it. We need that voice. We need to
Yeah,
hear these things.
we got a group. I don't know whether AB told you about it. And it's we have 2 groups. AB I'll tell you, 2 private groups. And what we're trying to do, we got about 250 guys in it. Um, and we would want you to be a part of that group also. It's not just, we're not going to regulate it to just a certain group of people that were someplace. We want to make sure that this group touches all brothers, especially brothers doing positive things, so that we can form this coalition to do bigger and better things. So AB will get with you on that group
Yes, sir.
and talk about this. ATL, the crew, and Talladega Gents.
Yeah, okay, right,
Yes, sir.
right. Greg, I got a question for you. Was it hard getting people, man, that's in your circle? Was it hard getting them to see your vision or believe, not just see your vision, but believe in your vision?
It was, yeah, I can say yeah, because like I said, man, people been hearing so much talk. Um, like when I talk to the youth and stuff, man, they've been hearing that all they hear is a lot of talk, man. You know what I'm saying? The people not really doing anything. And when it's like you said, when it's time to step up, when they need you, or when something go down, you know where to be found. So it was pretty hard until they see me, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, backing up what I talk. If I say that, hey man, you need to go down this road, you need to do this and that, but they see me doing the opposite, I mean, it's not gonna reach nobody.
Right,
But if they see
right,
me, you know what I'm saying, walking the same road they walking, and I'm picking myself up and going better, then they see it. And that's why I connect with a lot of youth, because they see me, they seen what I came from, they know what I came from, they see what I go through every day to day, but I'm still warm. So that job like motivate them, man, to push even harder. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of youth, man, that come to me, man, you know, crying, and you know what I'm saying, because they want to do better, but they like, man, nobody listen to them. Nobody, you know what I'm saying? Everybody want to judge them and tell them what they need to do, but you know what I'm saying? But they're not helping them out. They're not leading them. And I had one lady, man, from Rocky Mount. I'm not calling her a name, man. And she always throwing men groups, you know what I'm saying? Men groups, this and that. But see, that murder hit close to home. You know what I'm saying? Somebody close to her, man, somebody close to her son. And out of all people, she called me. You know what I'm saying? I'm nowhere, you know what I'm saying? That's in Rocky Mount now. She do her thing in Rocky Mount. She called me in Wilson. And she asked me for my advice. And she said, Greg, because you the only one that's backing up what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? With the youth and stuff, man. So I want to ask you your opinion, you know what I'm saying? Some help, some advice and stuff, how to deal with them. And that really touched me, man. That really let me know that I'm really doing something. I'm really making you know what I'm saying, a positive effect, and being that example, being that voice, you know what I'm saying, out here in these streets.
right.
And that's what it takes. It takes somebody that from the street. You can't go get a gun czar. It's counterproductive. It's saying you want to change things in the community because there's a lot of gun violence. But
Mm-hmm.
you academia guy, you go get a guy that all he knows is the books. What can he solve? All he knows is the books. All he knows is to look at some numbers. All
That's
he
it.
knows is to read what somebody else has told him about it. He has no experience from being in those streets. You need
Mm-hmm.
somebody that has that reputation that can go back in the community and try to change things, or at least hire those people around you. If you're gonna get the big guy that's gonna be the director, then hire everybody around you need to be from the street.
Right.
You know,
Right.
and that's why those people could call you and you can make a difference because you from them streets. You own them streets every day. You ain't just coming here because they paying you. You coming here because you care.
That's right. That's where my heart at, man. That's where my heart at.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Greg, with the businesses that you started, I don't know about the mentorship organization or program that you started or whatever, but with the like-minded, you being incarcerated, how was getting funded? How was that, getting the capital that you need to start up your business? Was that an obstacle that you had to go through? Was it hard? Was it a hard task, or did you get the funding from family members? How was it, man? How was it going through that process, trying to get like-minded or try to get your brand off the ground?
I'm gonna be honest, man. It was hard, and it almost led me to, you know what I'm saying? This real talk, man. It almost led me to really giving up and really, you know what I'm saying, taking my life, because I fell in the state of depression, man. That I was ready to end it, man. Because you want help, and people just they just judge you, man. You know what I'm saying? Even your family, they just judge you, man. Oh, this and that, and this. But it was funny when you was in the streets and you had the money, everybody was around you. Everybody hands out was like this. Now I got my hand out, everybody not there. But you know what I'm saying? But it was a voice that told me, man, to keep going. And it took me in a whole different direction, man. And that's what I say, man, that, you know what I'm saying, sometimes you just gotta sit still and you just gotta be by yourself. Get everybody out your face, out your ear and everything. Be by yourself, man, and hear yourself. Hear what you got to do. And I think that right there, man, when that happened, I said, I got to do this myself. So I took what I learned on the streets, but twisted it, you know what I'm saying, towards a positive, you know what I'm saying, like clothes and all that stuff, brand and all that stuff. If I can do it on the street, sell, you know what I'm saying, kilos of crap, this and that, and make thousands of dollars, then I can have the same mentality in business, selling clothes and this and that. That's why I say the best businessman is on the corner right now. Pharmacists, all them, man. You know what I'm saying? They out there on the corner. That's why I try to get them, hey, man, use that same mentality, man. They go out here, you know what I'm saying, do something right. Just like Jay-Z. That's another one. You know what I'm saying? Now he's a billionaire. He took that same street mentality and reached the top. So that's why I try to teach them. I say, I'm not knocking you from what you're doing, but hey, how about do it with this material, you know what I'm saying? So it won't get you locked up, you know? So yeah, it was very, very hard, man, to get started, man. Cause like I said, man, everybody just judge you, look down on you like you're not nothing, man. It's like you're not even human no more, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like this, man. I served I did my time, you know what I'm saying? 14 years. So I come home, you know what I'm saying? It's just like you nothing.
And they don't understand it because, like me and AB said when we first came on, once paid, the debt is no longer a debt.
That's right.
You paid your debt, so nobody can't say that you owe anything. You for what you're doing now and the legacy that you're building and will leave is proof that God works in mysterious ways.
Most definitely.
While you there listening to yourself in that quiet place, God spoke to you. Just like he spoke to all us. He said, don't give up. Don't go back to where you came from. We're not eating soup anymore. We're going to make sure that everybody is able to eat. We're going to feed people now. You know, it's things that we're doing in our life through. This is a ministry.
That's right.
We just don't know it. We're being obedient to God now instead of being disobedient. So if we follow those things and do what we're supposed to be, no, we're not perfect. We're never perfect. We still do things we don't supposed to do.
Everybody does, man.
Yeah, but we got to make sure that we do those things that are right to make somebody else's life right.
That's right.
You know, and that's all it's about.
Hey, Greg, man, I appreciate you coming on, man. We short of time right now, but
We got about 3 minutes.
got about
We
3 minutes. All right, well,
got
we
about
okay
3 minutes.
then. Oh,
We
okay
started
then.
late.
Hey, hey, is a reason we started late too. We started late because of you, G. We can't do that, man. I said,
No,
man, I just knew you was gonna be on it at 5:30. Wait, man.
man, hey, it wouldn't let me get on.
Oh, okay,
I had to
okay.
figure it out.
Oh yeah, yeah. It is kind of complicated sometimes if you've never been on
Yeah, I
it.
was
Yeah.
like, hold up, man. I see you
Mhm.
saying, yo, I'm trying to call you. I'm hitting Julie's.
Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
saw
God,
when you called. I saw when you called, but I couldn't answer because
I know.
we live. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I ain't want to, you know what I mean, disturb what was going on. So we good though. We good. We definitely gonna bring you back on another show, man.
Ain't
And
no question about that. We need to have
we're gonna talk
all
about it.
these
So,
people back on 6 at a time, so we can 6 or 7 at a time, so everybody can have tell what has happened since they last been on, and that'll be a great one, AB, for you to do.
right.
Uh,
I like to say
yeah.
this, man, and whoever watching, man, that been through the storm, man, hey, it's not gonna last, man. You just can't give up, man. You got to keep going, man. Keep pushing. You got to keep going, man, and stop looking backwards in your past. Stop looking backwards, man. Look forward, man, to what you got to do, man. I like to leave that note before we go.
Great
That's what we
advice.
doing, man. That's why every time we bring somebody on every Friday, man, and give a story, man, that's exactly what the example that we need to lead with. All
Yes,
the ones who tuning in, we need to give them that example, man. It's not over. You may have that thought process to give up, but like you said, you got to take a moment, man, to sit down and analyze your life, analyze what you got going on, have that conversation with God, you know what I
that's
mean?
right.
And then go and go from there and pick yourself up, hit the streets, hit the streets in a different mentality, though. You know what I
Different
mean?
mindset.
Different mindset. Different mindset.
Mhm.
It's about different mindset. Hey, we might have to put that on a t-shirt right there, G. Mindset, the different mindset.
That's a pretty good
Mindset.
one. A different mindset.
Different
That's right,
mindset.
man.
Yeah,
Different mindset.
yeah. But Greg, we are very appreciative of you showing the information you gave is going to touch somebody. Yeah, just direct people to come and watch the show. Invite people to watch the show. Go on all things relevant media, like, share, and invite your friends. And we here every Friday.
Most
Tell people
definitely.
to, or anybody else that you know been through it. Anybody you know just being released out of prison. Send them to this platform so that we could talk to them. They could just listen out the first couple of weeks. Just listen and look in. And then we might can have them on the show and talk to the people out in the street.
Most
So,
Right.
definitely.
yeah. All
Most
right.
definitely.
So we'll get with you, my brother. I
Yes,
appreciate the
sir.
AP. Those are my parting words. You got it.
Hey, man, I just appreciate you stopping through, G, man, and bringing forth that knowledge, letting everybody know the streets is the power. The streets is the power. You know what I mean? So I appreciate you coming on. But let everybody know before we go, though, because I don't think you told everybody. I don't think you said anything. Let everybody know where they can contact you at, where they can find you at, all over social media. And then
Oh,
we're
you
gonna end
can
it.
get me at Greg Like-Minded Boseman on Instagram. No, on Facebook. And you can get me at Like-Minded on Instagram, on IG.
Okay, that's what's up. Hey, I appreciate each and every one of you, y'all, man. I appreciate you, Julius. You know I appreciate you coming on as my co-host and you giving the platform to be able to voice our opinion on this platform. Um, on behalf of Incarceration to Incorporation, we thank you, my brother. You know, I
Most definitely.
appreciate you. I always appreciate you. And like he said, G, make sure you tell all your friends and family, man, to share this, to tune in each and every Friday from 6 to 7, Incarceration to Incorporation, where we bring on brothers and sisters to talk about the transition back into society, coming from a prison passageway, back into society, doing things positive in the community, or being an entrepreneur. It's about
Most definitely.
entrepreneurship. It's about doing something positive in the community. It's about community power. So I appreciate y'all brothers coming on, man. And like always, man, each and every Friday from 6 to 7. We got Incarceration to Incorporation. I see y'all next week, and we out of here.
All Things Relevant Media, people. All Things Relevant Media on Facebook. ATR Black Network, Black Media Network. ATR Black Media Network on YouTube. Good night.